Hello and welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint Show. I am your host, Jay Jones. Black Entrepreneur Blueprint was created specifically to educate and inspire Black entrepreneurs to launch, build, and grow successful businesses. Join us as we help build an economic power base in the Black community by promoting business ownership. If you are currently an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur, we invite you to join us every week here at Black Entrepreneur Blueprint.
Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, episode number 232. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and today we have another dynamic show in store for you. Today's show topic is Align Your Life in 2019. Align Your Life in 2019. Now, before we get to today's episodes, I just want to share a few things with the BEB family. My new book is out, A New Black Wall Street, Circulating the Black Dollar Worldwide by Building Successful E-Commerce Businesses. So if you're interested in building a successful, sustainable e-commerce business, please go to anewblackwallstreet.com. It's $14.95 plus shipping and handling. Now, I've also created a compatible online course to help you with your e-commerce business. So if you need additional assistance building that successful, sustainable e-commerce business, please go to educatedecommerce.com and you can enroll in the course. Now, for all you product producers, I've created a platform titled BeSmartByBlack.com, which connects Black product producers to Black consumers worldwide. And it's free to enroll. So if you want to go and put your products on Be Smart by Black, please do so. It's free to enroll and you can market your products to Black consumers worldwide. And that's what we're talking about, circulating the dollar in the Black community. Now, my other platform, Hire Black Freelancers, just went live last week. So if you are a freelancer, if you do anything that you can find on Fiverr or freelancer.com, please upload your information to hireblackfreelancers.com. Once again, that's free also to be on the platform. And now you can connect with people that need freelance services all over the country, all over the world, actually. So hireblackfreelancers.com, besmartbyblack.com. These are two platforms, family, that are going to help us circulate dollars in the Black community. That's what it's all about. Now, before I forget, this is coming out on the 24th of December. So I want to wish everybody a happy holiday. If you celebrate Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, happy holidays to you. Have a blessed and happy holiday season. And we're going to look forward to going into 2019 and doing good things, great things for 2019. Now, speaking of that, that's what today's show is all about. Align your life in 2019. Now, today's show is not going to be a long show. I'm recording this, the Friday before Christmas, and I'm traveling over the holiday. So it's not going to be a long show, and it's pretty much going to be me just sharing some thoughts about 2019 and some things that we can do to help, align our lives in 2019. Now, when I talk to a lot of my coaching students and just people in general, the major issue that I see is people are doing things just because they feel that they need to do things, as opposed to doing what you're supposed to be doing, what you were destined to do. And I talk about it a lot on the show. A lot of times, we go to work to a job that we don't particularly care for because we have bills to pay. And the reason people do that is because they don't know how to monetize their genius, the intersection between your passion and your talent. If people knew how to monetize that, 99.9% of the people would be doing that. And that's a big puzzle, and everybody's puzzle is a little different. So today we're just going to talk about a few things that are going to help you align your life into 2019. And the first thing I want to talk about is identifying your true assignment. Identifying your true assignment. Now, assignment can be something that you're not particularly fond of doing, but you know you were assigned to do. So I always use the example of Moses in the Bible when he was supposed to, free his people. And he asked God, he said, God, me, how am I going to do that? He was assigned to do it, but he didn't actually want to do it, but he was assigned to do it. Sometimes there are things that we know that we are assigned to do. For example, with myself, I know I'm assigned to be a teacher. I'm assigned to help my people. I know that. I always knew it. But in the earlier life, all I was doing was chasing money, and that got old real quick. So if you align your life with your assignment, and if you can put that together, you're going to be in definitely a better place. So number one, identify your true assignment. And sometimes what that takes is just going into an empty room in the dark, laying down, thinking what God has put in your heart. What's your assignment in life? What are you supposed to do? And it doesn't have to be anything that's crazy. Your assignment in life could be to take care of your family, your extended family. Your assignment in life could be to be a teacher. Your assignment in life, could be a firefighter or whatever it is. But really sit down and identify your true assignment. Don't think about money. Don't think about how you're going to be able to do this assignment, without money. Just identify your true assignment. And once you can identify that and start peeling the layers off, that's going to really take you to another place, because hopefully you'll start to move forward to that assignment. So that's number one. And today's show topic is align your life in 2019. So these are a few ideas for a prosperous 2019. Number one was identify your true assignment. Number two, start breaking out of your comfort zone. Now, many of us have been doing the same thing over and over and over for years, looking for different results. That's not going to happen. All right. So you want to start breaking out of your comfort zone. That's how you move forward. That's how you continue to grow and learn. And people ask me all the time, and they look at me where I am today versus maybe 20 years ago. And all of this movement, positive movement, has come from going outside of my comfort zone. When I first started the podcast, I had no idea what it was going to be. People started laughing at me. Well, why are you doing this podcast? Who do you think is going to listen to the podcast? And who are you? And so I had to go out of my comfort zone. And what happens is things become normal to you. You become accustomed to certain things. But that doesn't happen until you go outside of your comfort zone. All right. If you continue to stay in your comfort zone, you will never, ever grow. So go outside of your comfort zone. Start doing things that are a little different. So if you're, adverse to starting a business, start a little small business on the side. See where that takes you. Try different things. Be adventurous. Life is not just to be, live with your head down, going from, stop to stop to stop. Be adventurous in your life. Don't be stupid. Don't be doing dumb stuff, but be adventurous. That's what life is. It's an adventure, and it's an opportunity for you to continue to increase and enlarge your comfort zone. And as you do that, trust me, things are going to come to you that you never thought would come to you. But when we're in this little bubble and we're thinking that, oh man, we have to, go to school, go to college, get a job, work in corporate America, and follow that finite line or lifeline that most people live, you can still do that, but you still need to get open there and break out of your comfort zone and start doing things. It could be something as simple as I'm going to start taking, I'm 75 years old and I'm going to start taking jujitsu. Break out of your comfort zone. Stop being comfortable. When you're comfortable, you're not moving. All right. You're stagnant. Start enlarging your zone of activities. That's number two. Start breaking out of your comfort zone. Number three, and I preach this all the time, continue to educate yourself. And we're talking about aligning your life in 2019. A few ideas for a prosperous 2019. Number three, continue to educate yourself. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean going back to college or getting your master's or doctorate or whatever, but it could be in the form of reading. It could be in the form of taking courses, online courses. It could be in the form of going to class, taking classes of things that you have interest in. But you could need to continue to educate yourself. If you don't educate yourself on a consistent basis, once again, you're going backwards. This life is about evolving and changing, about getting better or trying to get better, the process of trying to get better. But you always have to educate yourself. Just imagine if your brain stopped learning 10 years ago. Where would you be? Okay, so you always have to continue to educate yourself. And like I said, I enjoy reading things like that for fun. I read business and marketing and entrepreneur books. That's just for fun. But while I'm doing it, I'm educating myself about different things. I'm going to workshops. I'm going to seminars. I spend a lot of money on online courses myself. And so I always want to continue to know more so I'm able to do more. So that's number 3, continue to educate yourself. Number 4, understand that your happiness is up to you. And this is aligning your life in 2019, ideas for a prosperous 2019. Number 4, understand that your happiness is up to you. If you're not happy, guess what? That's on you. And I said this on one of the shows before. Somebody said that you're and I hope I get it right, the writer, actor, and producer of the movie called You. You control that. You may not be able to control how people react to you, but you can control how you react to the stimulus that is around you. So understand that your happiness is up to you. If you're going to work every day in a job that you can't stand, you need to change that. If you're in a relationship that's toxic, it's negative, you need to change that. It's all about taking control and understanding that your happiness is up to you. Now, of course, there are things that happen. It's called life. It could be, that can have you down. It could be a death in the family, all types of divorce, whatever, sickness. We get that. But in the grand scheme of things, your happiness is up to you. Nobody is going to make you happy. And here's a little note from a dude that's been married 25 years. If you're looking for somebody else to make you happy or make you a better person, that doesn't happen. All right. Whatever you coming into a relationship with, that's what you coming in with. Hopefully, you find somebody that does lift your level. But in terms of happiness, somebody else isn't going to be able to make you happy if you're not happy yourself. So understand your happiness is up to you. Physical, mental, emotional, your job or whatever, your business, you have to take control of that. And we're talking about aligning your life in 2019, ideas for a prosperous 2019. And number 5 and last, strategically design your 2019 game plan. Strategically design your 2019 game plan. So many times we just keep going into things and never plan out. We don't plan what's going to happen or what we want to happen. And then when you don't do that, you don't have any targets. So you're running around aimlessly. My basketball coach one time, he had a famous line. It always cracks me up. We had a new player that didn't really understand the defenses we were running. And so he pulled dude off the court. And my coach would say, damn, you running around like a fart in a windstorm. And I always thought that was funny. And that means you're going to go anywhere the wind blows. So you need to strategically design your 2019 game plan. All right. And it could be as simple as writing things down on a piece of paper. I want to do this by this specific time. I want to start my business within 3 months. In order to do that, I need to do my research in month 1. I need to do my product evaluation in month 2. And then in month 3, then I can start my business. And that's just an example. I want to go back and get my master's degree or my undergraduate degree. That's just an example. Strategically design your 2019 game plan. Don't let things happen by happenstance, because when you do, you're not as productive. So one of the things that I've always learned, and it took me a while to learn, is that I'm very anal in terms of stuff that I do. So I write down. I got a ton of notes. I'm recording this in my office today, and I'm looking at my desk, which I need to clean up. But I have a ton of notes, and I do that. And then I also put stuff in my calendar, my Gmail calendar, also in my phone. But I'm very anal and I'm very strategic. So I already know what my goals and objectives are for 2019. And what I do is I write a goal, an objective, and the date. And then I start working backwards. What do I need to accomplish this by this specific date? I ask myself who, what, where, when, why, and how. So if I'm trying to accomplish something, who's responsible for accomplishing it? Is it me? Do I need help with it? What is the goal? When do I want to accomplish it? Why do I want to accomplish it? And how is it going to be accomplished? Then I look at it in the big picture. How does that fit in to the rest of my goals? So you really want to be very strategic when it comes to your 2019 game plan. And I do 3 game plans for my business and my personal. And then I break up the mental. So I always want to take time to educate myself on new things. So business, personal, and then mental. Physical actually too, but that comes in under the personal. But I always separate mental because that's what this game is all about. It's a mental game. And if you're not sharp, you're going to lose the game. So you always, family, continue to start educating yourself and learning new things. All right. And you know my thing, knowledge versus know-how. You can get the knowledge, but the know-how comes from doing. So when you talk about, breaking out of your comfort zone, that means doing something, not thinking about it, not looking at it, doing something. So align your life in 2019, 5 ideas for a prosperous 2019. And I'm just going to go through these real quick. And once again, number 1, identify your true assignment. Really break it down. Peel back the onion. What are you put here for? What were you designed to do? Who were you designed to serve? And how will you serve that community? Now, it doesn't have to be anything groundbreaking. You don't have to be leading the next Million Man March. Okay? It could be as simple as taking care of your extended family. It could be a teacher to children. Whatever your assignment is, that's internal. And that's something that you're going to have to figure out. But once you figure it out, you need to kind of align your life toward what your assignment is. Once again, congruency, fluidity, alignment. That's what it's all about. Step 2 or idea number 2, start breaking out of your comfort zone. Start doing different things. I try to do something different all the time. Now, certain things I'm not going to do, but I try to do different things all the time to break out of my comfort zone. So you want to start doing things, and it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. It could just be going to a yoga course or something like that, learning a meditation, anything like that, breaking out of your comfort zone. And your comfort zone is things that you have a tendency to do consistently on a daily, weekly, monthly, whatever basis, almost unconsciously. So that's what your comfort zone is. You're comfortable. You don't like to drive on I-95 on a highway. And I had somebody talk to me about this. All they did was take back roads. My cousin. I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous. Enlarge your territory. All right. Go on I-95. Try something new. Boy, start breaking out of your comfort zone. I'm like, how you going to drive a truck and you don't drive on major highways? What kind of nonsense is that? But that's a whole nother story. Idea number 3, continue to educate yourself. Once again, books, online courses, taking classes at a college, community college or whatever. Just continue to educate yourself. If you don't do that, family, you're going backwards. Once again, the analogy is just imagine if you stopped learning 10 years ago. Look at all the stuff that you've learned those past 10 years. Just imagine if you stop learning. And that's what really happens if all we do is sit around and veg out. All right. There's a lot of times, yeah, we need downtime, we need relaxation, we need diversion. I get it. But playing video games, 35 hours a week, yeah, that can be a diversion, but that could be time that you educate yourself. And it's all about time management. So we all get those same 24 hours in a day. It's how we utilize those 24 hours. That's the key. That's the biggest thing. So I did number 4. Understand that your happiness is up to you. Don't look for anybody else to make you happy, because that's not their job. That's your job. All right. So you can't stand your job. You can't stand the business you're in. Change it. Figure out a way to change it strategically. Design it something to transform from where you are to where you want to be. So your happiness is up to you. If you're in a toxic relationship, let it go. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So I see it all the time, in my family. I see it in, people I talk to, my friends and students that I coach. They're not happy. And so I tell them, what do we need to do to make you happy? And let's start designing that plan that's going to take you from unfulfilled to fulfilled. And we're talking about aligning your life in 2019. 5 ideas for a prosperous 2019. And last but definitely not least, it should be on the top of the number 1 actually. Strategically design your 2019 game plan. Lay it out, family. Lay it out. What are your goals? What are your objectives? And it has to have a date by it. So, and don't just think about it. You need to write it down. Handwrite it down actually is even better than putting it on your computer, because it makes you just get into it that even more, because you're physically writing it down. I got a lot of game plan and goals on my wall in my office. This is what I want to accomplish by this date, why I want to do it, who's going to help me get there if there's other people involved. Like for my businesses, I sat down a couple weeks ago and I have different segments of my business. I have individual goals for each segment, and then I break it down even from that. Same thing with my personal, about my mental and physical health. Same thing about educating myself, continuing to learn. So it's all about strategically designing your 2019 to propel you further. Because that's what it is, guys. It's not about being stagnant. It's about going further, getting better, and doing better. And that's what we want in 2019. So today's show, family, align your life in 2019. 5 ideas for a prosperous 2019. Today is a short show. Like I said, we're about to roll on into the holiday season. So once again, I want to wish everybody a happy holiday season. The next show will be out on New Year's Eve. This is coming out Christmas Eve. So I'm going to wish you guys a happy New Year's Eve next week. So if you celebrate Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever, happy holidays to you, and be safe. Continue to look forward to a prosperous 2019, but that's up to you. All right. You got to make a concerted and conscious effort to make your 2019 better than your 2018. And you may have had a hell of a 2018, but you always want to progress forward. You don't want to go backwards. Now, before we close on out, family, I got to say it each and every week. Please continue to spread the word about Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, the podcast and the blog. Each and every week, family, more and more downloads, and that's attributed to the BEB family. That's you guys. Also, please connect with me on social media. So if you have a question or whatever, I get tons of content. Well, not content, excuse me. I get tons of questions that people ask me. And I try to get back to you as soon as possible. I had somebody the other day, the first line after I wrote them back via email was, "Wow, I didn't think you were going to respond." But yeah, I respond. I'm a regular dude. I got a lot going on, but I do respond. So if it's anything long, connect with me at jjones@blackentrepreneurblueprint.com, JAYJONES at blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. Facebook, just go Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. You can link up with me, like my page and all that good stuff. Twitter, jjones001, JAYJONES 001. Instagram, jjones4real, JAYJONES, the number 4, REAL. YouTube, please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and type in Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Please hit subscribe. I have additional content on YouTube than I do on the standard podcast. Just dropped a couple new videos out there, so please go subscribe to YouTube. Also, LinkedIn, if you want to connect on LinkedIn, go to J Jones, search J Jones Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, connect with me via LinkedIn. And if you want to be included in the BEB text line for special notifications and reminders, please text BEB to 555-888. BEB to 555-888. And I just want to share this real quick with the BEB family. 2018 has been a tremendous year for me, and a lot has to do with the BEB family. I feel that the connection that I'm getting, and it's growing, and I guess it's really because the show is growing, and once again, that's all to the BEB family. But being able to connect with and serve the BEB family is a blessing to me. And once again, I know that's part of my assignment, so it all aligns for me. You know, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Once again, I'm a teacher by nature and not a traditional type, but I use my experiences, both positive and negative, to hopefully impact others. And so I just want to thank the BEB family. It's a tremendous 2018, and just the interaction and engagement. You guys don't understand how that's a blessing for me, because I'm able to share and serve you guys. And once again, we're going to be getting out there more and more in 2019, more videos. Once again, the book tour is going on, and I got to give you guys the specific dates. So I definitely want to encourage you to reach out to me if you need to. Anything I can help you with, I'm going to help you with. So I know there's a ton of BEB family members. And once again, just please bear in mind that I'll get back to you, as soon as I possibly can. But if there's anything I can help you guys with, please reach out to me. And if it's anything long, hit me on an email at jjones@blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. And that way I can respond in kind. And even if we need to chop it up on the phone for a few minutes or whatever, I'll be able, I'll do that. That's no pressure. But I just want to thank you guys once again for a great and prosperous 2018. And I love it. I love the BEB family. And once again, people always tell me that I'm helping them, but you guys don't understand. You're helping me, because this is part of my assignment. So with that being said, love you guys. I'll see you same time next week. Peace.